Hey, it's your girl Taylor Monique, and I am back with another YouTube video. If you haven't already checked out my last video, go do that. Make sure you all like and subscribe, comment, turn on post notification bells, and without further ado, let's get into the camera. Some topics that y'all wanted me to touch base on, so hopefully I give y'all the tea that y'all have been asking for. All right, are you ready? Let's go. The first topic you all wanted me to touch base on was college life. If you do or may not know, I attended the illustrious Tennessee State University for my freshman year. It was absolutely amazing. The only college or school, university that actually felt like home for me. Being away for your freshman year can be very, strenuous on your emotions, and just mentally it can be kind of hard. So TSU gave me that family comfort, that family vibe. The community is always there, diehard TSU. In HBCU, that's what I wanted to go to, and TSU was just the best fit for me personally. So I wanted to touch on meeting people. For me personally, I'm a social butterfly, so it's not hard for me to open up and speak. I do go off of people's vibes though, I will say that. So if I get a bad vibe from you, can't click. But I still keep it friendly, still keep it nice, and keep it pushing though. TSU is really good, the student organizations, they're really good about reaching out before you step on campus. And so every year they are making sure that welcoming freshmen into the university is better than the last. So what else can they do to make you feel comfortable as soon as you get on campus? That first weekend that you're there is called Freshman Week, and it's basically full of parties and meeting your teachers, and that's about it. That's all you do is party, meet your teachers, and party again. I was part of a party promotion group, so at first it was just for homecoming, and I didn't think I was gonna do it, but I love all my people. It's my family. No red lights. No Red is a party promotion group, and on TSU there's several other ones, but that's where I felt like I would be more appreciated at. That was the first one. So I was welcomed into there, and it's not just at TSU. No Red is across the nation at this point, and we're reaching out to other schools as well, trying to just get our name out there and bring HBCUs together as a whole. For any tips on meeting people, I would have to say reach out socially, on social media wise. So make sure to reach into your, for me personally, it was TSU 23. That was across the board: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Twitter is the biggest platform that you're going to use for HBCUs, I feel like. That's where everybody reaches out on. That's where you really meet a lot of people. I had a lot of friends on Twitter that would know me, and then we step on campus, and it's I know you from somewhere, and I don't know where, and then you find out it's on Twitter. So, yep, that's where you meet. I met most of my friends on Twitter beforehand, and we became, campus buddies. The next bullet point I wanted to touch on for college life would be meeting people, is handling school and your social life. So going to college, you definitely get more freedom, I would say, than high school. And me personally, I didn't like high school. I loved college, but I didn't like high school. And I'm saying past tense because I took a semester off mentally, but that's a different discussion. So I just needed to figure out how to handle school, because that's what you're there for. You're there to get education, bottom line. But you do not get, it's only 4 years, so you don't get to just, go to class and then go back to your dorm. That's not making the most out of your 4 years at college. It's called a college experience, and you should experience everything under the sun. So to do that is just to make sure, one, planning. I had a planner. I wrote everything in it, on my classes before the semester started, what time, where they were at, and what also time I had free time, and that free time would be to either do homework or tour the campus with your friends or go off campus. TSU is in Nashville, so there's a lot of sites to see in Nashville as well. But I just wanted to make sure that I had school down pat first. So in order to do that, my biggest thing was make sure you have everything out of the way. There's gonna be parties every week, so you're not gonna miss anything, So if you don't get to go to a party this day, there's probably one the next day or the next day after that. Especially for the freshmen, they have everything. It's events all the time. So just make sure you handle your business in the classroom before you think you can go out and party and stuff, because honestly, like, you're gonna miss out on the partying and stuff if you're not on campus because you got kicked off for academic probation or something like that. So just make sure you have your stuff. One, write it down. Make sure you don't forget it, whether you can do it on paper or in phone. Make sure you have it down somewhere. Also, the calendar boards for your room, those were really helpful as well. College really isn't, I don't want to say it's not hard, because it can get hard, but it's not hard because it's just, you know, school. It's hard because you do have to handle, like, mentally, physically, it's a lot on you. Emotionally, spiritually. When I got there, going to HBC was a little bit different because for me, I feel like being around my people, we express God freely. So it's like, yes, girl, I'm praying for you, or, you know, just random stuff on a day-to-day basis. But maybe you can do that on other campuses as well, but I feel like for an HBCU, it's just openly out there, and we have coronation and stuff, and they pray at coronation. So it's like, okay, if, you know, we make sure, you know, God is welcome everywhere where I go, but we make sure that he knows that we want him there, you know. So in that space, we pray for each other, we're wishing the very best for each other, and yeah, it's just, that's what also told me, I would have to say, the fact that I could be myself, and me being myself is knowing that God is with me, period, point blank. My next topic, so the last few topics are a little juicy. I didn't write down too many topics because I knew I was going to go on and on about one topic and I could get off track too, so that's just that. But the next topic is how to shoot your shot, guys and girls. So I can say girls easily, and then I'm going to say how I want someone to shoot their shot with me for a guy. Okay, so for a girl, I am, like I said, I'm a social butterfly. I don't have a problem with swiping up on people's, you know, pictures or something like that. For me, it's as simple as, like, telling somebody they look good and keeping it consistent. Don't introduce anybody to a vibe that you cannot keep up with, because it's pointless. Like, that has to be one of my pet peeves. Don't introduce me to something that you can't keep up with, because, baby, we love consistency and reciprocated energy over here, okay? Period. But for a female, and I've heard guys say it's easier for us to shoot their shot because, like, we don't, like, somebody gonna be next anyways if that doesn't happen. So yeah, I would say, girls, just slide into DMs. Tell him that man look good, sweetie, you look good. And don't just say, like, he probably knows he looks good too, so tell him you look like you got he looked like he got something going for himself, because that's what's gonna get him. He gonna be a little hype, like, oh, you notice this and this and this about me. Yes, we know this. And for the guy, when you step into the DMs, tell me, like, if you going down a shorty's, a young woman, a young lady's Twitter feed, or like Facebook or whatever, Instagram or whatever, timeline. You go down her timeline and you see she has a business or something, you know, mention that she has something good going for herself when you slide into DMs. Don't just tell her she look good. She know that. Duh. And then, just like I said, shorties, don't stop calling people shorties. Sir, you know you are 5'7", and you calling this girl who 5'9", 5'10", shorty. Ain't nothing short over there. Nothing. Therefore, you can't call her short. She gonna look at you like, what? Because I know I do. Me personally, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Ain't nothing short over here, so don't do it. I miss, like, in the old days. Okay, so, like, I feel like before social media started booming and stuff, people would just simply ask people out. And I don't understand where that got mixed up at, or where y'all can't ask people out on dates. I don't know where that stopped, but we need to revamp it again. It's simple, hey, let's go out Friday night, or hey, let's do this, and this. I have never, maybe once or twice, but, like, other than that, it's not, no. It don't happen a lot at all. And they always like, don't nobody want to come to your crib the first time we trying to hang out. I don't want to do that. That's for later on, because I know what you're trying to do. Don't. But yeah, that's the advice I have. What else can I say about that? Child. Okay, so when you ask someone out, this for the guys or for the girls too. So when you ask somebody out, come up with a plan. Like, I know for me, if a dude slides into DM and let's say he makes a date or whatever, and then he doesn't ask me where I want to go, he'll be like, maybe he asks you what's the type of stuff you want to do. After that, he takes the initiative to plan out the whole date, whether it's the whole day or just a couple hours. He tells you, okay, we're going here, here, and here, and we're going to do this, this, and this, and be ready at this time. That is the most attractive crap ever. Like, you better tell me what we going to do, okay? Tell me what we topic is, do women have too high, too low, or just right standards? And when I got this topic, I was a little conflicted because I used to think, you know, your standards can never be too high for the right person. And then I got on Facebook, saw a post about a girl who said she can't date anybody unless he pays for her and her best friend's dinner. And I was like, how that work?
I did not see her on the sheet. If 2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10. Okay. What the fuck is this? I didn't see.
Because no, ma'am. You are dating one person, unless you're in like a polygamous relationship. But it's a relationship is 2 people, not you, your best friend, and her best friend, and her neighbor and her dog. Like, no, that's not how that works. It's you and one other person. Therefore, yes, your standards are too high, because who would do that? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And you know, so we say, but that just seems like you're pushing it. You really are pushing it. And that's why guys be like, they'll be like, no, these women, they got too high standards, da da da. I see where they're coming from, because in that case, like, yes, sis, that's a little much. And if you can't pay for your dinner, then you don't need to go, because anything can happen to where, you know, God forbid you be on a date with somebody that can't pay for the date in the first place after he asked you out or she asked you out. But yeah, no. If you and your best friend are broke and can't pay for the dinner that you decided to go out on, just say that. Just say that. To answer the topic question, I would have to say no. Are they too high? I feel like some people can be too high. Like the Birkin discussion, for instance, y'all priorities are a little messed up. Like, I need my rent paid before you give me a Birkin, or buy me some estate, buy me some land, some property before you buy me a Birkin. That's just me though. Overall, I'm gonna still stick with your standards are never too high for the right person. Your standard is only as high as your self-confidence and self-worth that you hold, that you know you hold. So if I have a low self-worth, that I feel like I'm just not nothing, you're only going to accept not nothing people, you know? So if I know my worth, I know I'm just the extra large bag of chips with the extra salt on top. Yes. If I know I'm a bag of chips and all of that, then I'm only going to accept people that know that as well, you know, and that would treat me as that, because I'm not going to accept somebody that doesn't treat me like how I feel like I should be treated. So that comes in with you not settling. Don't settle, because, you know, I'd rather have nothing than settle just for anything. So to answer the topic question from a woman's perspective, but speaking on the guy's part, I would say for the guys, y'all, I feel like we talk about like women holding their own worth and knowing their worth, but at the same time, y'all have to know y'all worth too, because I see a lot of males out here just accepting anything, maybe because she look good or whatever the case is. But y'all need to just stay single, It's a lot of females that be giving y'all the ropes. They be running, they got y'all wrapped, and that is not okay. So I'm gonna need y'all to figure out, everybody just stay single until you know your worth, and then after that, that's mix and mingle after that. But until then, single is the way to go, because definitely don't step into a relationship and that only messes up you and the partner, because y'all not gonna know how to treat each other because you don't know how to treat yourself. So I would just stay away from it, sweeties. Just stay. My last, I believe, unless I think of something else that I want to speak on, but my last topic question is, do women have a problem with dating younger men? And for me personally, I have had a bad experience dating younger. It just hasn't worked out for me. One, I don't act my age. I'm very mature for my age. I actually don't date my own age either. I'd rather date older. My age range, I'm 19. I would go up to like 23, I feel like. So for me personally, it's a no for me, sis. But that doesn't mean a guy or a female shouldn't shoot their shot at someone older than them, because it just depends. It's really on maturity. If you feel like you're mature enough to handle somebody that's older than you and going for their life goals, then that's just that. But also remember that people older than you they may be in a different life setting. Life has stages, and you're in this stage. Just because they're in this stage doesn't mean, you can't work it out. It's just, every relationship comes with problems, and I've seen the age difference, kind of mess things up in certain relationships. But other than that, I can't think of a reason why not. Like, I wouldn't say totally just not date older or not go for older, because that's you. If that's what you like, then that's what you like. And I really do think if you're dating older, you're looking for somebody that's mature, and that would come back on you as well. Like, you're a mature person. So that is all I have for you all today. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me know more topics that you all would want me to touch base on. Make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all next